Hello everybody and welcome. My name is Eric and today I'm going to be unboxing and doing the first time setup of the Saturn FIK365. Let's get to it. Now a few weeks back I reviewed the IK365, which is basically the younger brother of this model. This being the FIK is the fishing model, which comes with a fishing rod and has some tougher rubber coverings around it. Where the IK365 weighed about 40 pounds, this one weighs about 50 pounds, so it's 10 more pounds heavier. I believe that to be a good thing, actually. I'm expecting it, once I take it to the water, that having more weight will make it more stable, and having tougher rubber around will allow you to go into tougher areas, coral reefs, and things of that nature. I'll still be careful with that, of course, using basic logic in the matter. So let's go ahead and see what we got. I apologize for the dogs. There's nothing I can do about that one, unfortunately. All right, so we have here a repair kit. We got here an extra valve. We have here registration papers. Let's see, we got here. We got the paddles right here. That's good. We have here the fish rod holders. We'll take a look at that in a minute. We have the fish rod holder. We have here the inflatable pump. I'll be using my electric one that I currently have with me for the demonstration, but it does come with a hand pump. And here is the item of the hour. Oh, here are the fins as well. I almost forgot the fins. Again, we'll go over all those details in a minute. Truly, this one is a little heavier, no doubt about that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get it unwrapped and look at it. Alrighty, I managed to get it all unwrapped from the covering. So let's see, stretch it out. Got that. Oh wow, I'm already seeing a few major differences. Yep, no doubt about that. It's got extra rubber, all right. This one is a dark gray model. I gotta say, I am digging that color. I really am. That looks really nice. All right. So, let me show you guys a quick look while it's deflated. I'm gonna go ahead and inflate it in a minute. Here it is. I will go the technicalities, like the sizes and the measurements and all that, once I put it against the wall. But first, I'm gonna go ahead and inflate it. I'm going to fast forward that footage, of course, so you guys can see it. But I'm gonna fast forward so I don't bore you. All right, now for the inflation, the bladders, they use 25 kPa or 3.6 psi. The floor itself will be using 70 kPa or 10 psi. And all the inflation valves are right here in the front. So let me go ahead and get started. And I'll do this bladder first. All right, so here is the kayak fully inflated. And I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, I can already see where the extra 10 pounds came from. The flooring has this very thick extra layer on top, which is nice. That's one of the major differences. And the other is under. Let me flip it upside down. You guys see these little railing guards right here? Yeah, that makes it extra tough. It reminds me of my SK285 XL boat in kayak mode. This is the kayak model of that one. Ugh. And here are the drain holes right here. This is nice. I see these straps right here. These straps are for the chairs. You can use a different array of chairs. Now I plan to get one of these. I'll show you guys in the picture. It has those flat tubes at the bottom that will lay down. And it's got plenty of slack, so you can actually put any, I won't say any more, like multiple sizes of different chairs, which is nice. You got the rod holders, bases. I need to go ahead and get those and put them in. Let me go and get that. Okay, so here's the base of the rod holders. Go and get like an angle, something like that. These open up like so you can put the rod. Oh wait, I gotta open it up, of course. It's got little plastics, goes in. That one is locked in place. And here goes the other one. There's Jackie in the background. That's my dog. All right. So rod holder is in place. That looks pretty good. There is something I need to go over with you guys in a minute. Let me show you. So there is, it was brought to my attention that there's this gentleman on YouTube who made a review video of this. I will put a link below because I want to keep this open-ended. I want you guys to come up with your own conclusion of the matter. I watched it. Some YouTubers tend to do attention grabs. That's what I perceive, but I could very much be wrong about that. He nitpicked little details about the kayak. For example, this one has universal accessory rails that you can put in. He complained about that. I'm like, well, okay, why? So what? Isn't that what you want? The paddle holder is a little tough, according to what he said. The main thing he mentioned that I don't know what he caught, but he caught a big fish apparently, and one of these broke. So I want to test that out. I mean, how can it break? Let me show you. Since that was the only somewhat legitimate complaint that I personally have noticed on that video, I'm gonna try it out. I want to see what happens with a fishing rod here. If I open it up correctly, it would work, wouldn't it? All right, so here's the rod, right? He must have caught something big, I'm assuming, something that's strong. I mean, I am bending my rod a lot on the opposite direction. How can it break? He must have caught something big because I am twisting this thing to no end and it still doesn't budge. How did it break? In the video, he said that he put it together. I mean, I don't know, it's fishy, but I wanted to address that and make sure that's on public so you guys are aware. Again, I'll put the link of that video below. I'll leave it open-ended so you guys understand it. You know, keep it fair, because I do have my opinions on the matter, but I want to leave it open-ended for you guys to come to your conclusion. I think it's just an attention grab, nitpicking little details. The customer service was there. Boatstogo was willing, you know, to trade for, you know, giving the money back for whatever reason he decided not to. It was just weird. So I figure I'll address that for those who have seen that video. And if you haven't, I'll put in the link below. I'm gonna go ahead and put in the fins as well. I like these fins because they actually look very beefy. They look like they will actually help trail the kayak. And the FIK365, when I tried it in the water, I was correct. These fins do a fantastic job of keeping the kayak on track. I'm gonna go ahead and place it against the wall, and I'm gonna go over some technicalities. Alrighty. So I got now the kayak against the wall. I placed the fins on the wrong orientation. I took them out so I can put it on the wall nonetheless. I put the fins backwards. So, like I mentioned it before, this is the FIK365. Big difference between its younger brother, the IK365, is that it has, one, it weighs 10 pounds more. It's got a tougher surface on the flooring itself and on the back, on the sides. This one still measures 12 feet tall from top to bottom. Total width between here and here, you have 36 inches. The tube diameters, there are 8 inches in diameter, and it's got a total of 3 chambers. It's got 3 inflation ports in the front, 1 for each bladder and 1 for the floor. The suggested weight capacity for this is 400 pounds. So let's say you're a 180 pounds person, and maybe you have, being one of your kids, maybe some gear, and that's pretty much about it. Maximum you can use is 500 pounds. Now keep in mind that if you put a lot of people in this thing, it's not gonna track very well. You're gonna get a lot of water in, so just keep that in mind. Thankfully, it's got the water disposal port, so that you guys are not going to sink. So yeah, So this is the unboxing and setup of the FIK365 inflatable kayak. Weather permitting, next week I should be able to take it to the water. I got a feeling that it's going to track a lot better than its younger brother, seeing that it has a little bit more weight, more girth, more stoutness to it. I got a feeling it's gonna be nice, and I gotta get that chair, that beach chair, to put on top. I'll show you guys once I do the water review. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. Later.